This is a DIY video on fixing a window problem. I have this window here in my front bedroom, and we have a problem with it. It doesn't close properly. It's only half locking. So basically the handle will operate properly. That's fine, but when you look outside at the mechanism in the middle, there's two bits here. Only one of them moves when you move the handle up and down. Can you see that? And also the bottom lock, there's one down here that doesn't move, but the one at the top you can just see through the gap there. That one's moving, so it's only half working. So it's so the top one works and the bottom middle one works, but the bottom one doesn't and the top middle one doesn't work. So I took this all out the other day. I took the handle off, 2 screws, and there's a series of screws holding this metal rail in. I unclipped it all to get the lock out and come to the conclusion that the lock inside is 40. Right, so I've got to take this handle off and start stripping it all down. So basically it's two screws here, Phillips screws on the handle to get the handle off, and then what we do, there's a screw here with a blank, and there's another one there, and there's a screw here. So you've got probably 1, 2, 3 screws there, and then 1, 2, 3 screws up there. So that's 6 screws, 2 there, 8 screws to undo. Then we'll take the whole mechanism out. So we get the window handle off first. Just get that out. Get the window handle out first. Leave it in this position, the open position, and then we'll it should just come out, pull off. Nice sunny day today. So if you like this video, click the thumbs up. I've got 2 channels, so I alternate my videos between the 2. I think I'm putting it on John Martin UK, this one, because I haven't put many videos on that one. Right, so there you go, the handle's off. So the window, the lock is ready to pull out of the side, but obviously we can't get it out right now because these are holding it in, so I've got to undo these. So I'm going to undo this blank. Don't know if you can see it very well, it's a bit bright. Doing it with one hand. I'll try not to drop the screw down on the pavement underneath. It's sort of finger tight, so it should just come out. There you go. Right, that's that one. So that's that bit. You can see it. It's got a name on it called Mako. Mako. Quite a popular make, I think, Mako for Windows. There you go, Mako. So that's the handle off and one blank. We get the middle screw out. I'll show you me getting the. In fact, I think I didn't take the top one out. So you only got to take 4 screws out instead of 6. So there you go. So you take one out where the lock is, and then one out in the middle. Little screw there, yeah. And then we'll do the same this side on the lower half of the window. Not sure if you can see. I think you can see just about. Where's the camera? There it is. Right. So I'm just undoing that one. So that's that one. And we'll take out the middle one here. We can leave the bottom one in. There are actually 4 screws on each, the top and bottom. There's one in the middle where the lock is, then there's one halfway down, then there's one near the bottom lock, and there's one underneath. So you've got, but you don't need to do that unless you're going to change the whole thing over. So I have 2 options. I probably will undo the whole section. So I'm going to undo the screw under here. It's just under here, you can't see it, it's out of view. And then there's one at the top of the window about here, and we've got to undo one there to get everything out. So I've got my replacement Mechanicism. It looks like they've been a bit crafty here. They've not sure if this is fixed to the actual window lock. I'm going to try and separate it because it looks different to what was in here before. Right, so I had a brainwave. This window's got a fire escape hinge where you slide it along from there to there at the bottom and the top, and then you slide the window sideways with it fully open. So what I'm going to do now, rather than struggle looking underneath and at the top to get the whole Mechanicism out, I'm going to take the whole window out. So there's 2 screws here, one there, so that's 3, and then there's the same at the top. There's 2 in the corner there and 1 there. So we'll take the whole window out, and then we'll put the Mechanicism in where I can see it properly, and then it'll be a reverse procedure of putting it all back, and then it should work. So let's do that then. Right, so I've got the window out. It was quite heavy, so you've got to be careful. So there's 2 screws here and that one, so you've got to get those 3 out to get the top half of the Mechanicism out. Whip the window round upside down, and then there'll be another 3 the other end. Right, so I've put half of this new Mechanicism in, and the screws are different. It's obviously a modified version of this one. This had a right angle with 2 screws in it at the bottom, and then another 3 on the side. So that's 5 screws. But this modified version doesn't have it going right round there. So basically I've had to drill new holes, screw these in, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I've got to do the same this side, and then you've got to get these rails underneath here. This has got to be adjusted. Hopefully I can adjust it. They do slide in underneath. There you go. So that one's slid underneath there, and I push that to there, and I've got to get this blue clip out. There's a blue clip here that's in the way. Got to persevere and get that out. Bloody thing. So I'll do that, and I'll screw these 4 screws in. Then it should all be working. Hello, so I have fitted the new rail gear window lock, whatever you call it. It's all up there, all nice shiny new metal. It's got a brand new lock. So when I open and close the handle now, the levers all move as they should. and the bottom one's moving up and down, and the top one's can't see it very well, but you can just see through that gap it's moving up and down. So it's all working now. So when I shut the window, it fully locks properly. That's what I wanted. I was getting a nasty draft coming through these seals. It feels a lot tighter now. I've adjusted the there's a little dot on each thing. If you look at those, there's a dot there, so that's the top one's going down, then the other one's going up. That's on the handle bit, and then the one at the bottom is pointing up, and the one at the top is pointing down. And I've put some grease inside the hinges there, so you can see it's getting good lubrication, because where I live on the coast it all corrodes, and I think that's why it broke. And then what I've done, I've put some grease in the middle bit there, where it all lines up. The oh dear, where are we? There, that bit there I've lubricated, and I've lubricated the bottom bit as well. So there you go. I had to take the whole window out to put that rail in. There was basically 6 screws, 2 there and 1 there at the bottom, and then the same at the top. It was a bit scary taking this window out, because I didn't want to drop it down onto the ground and it would have smashed the glass and everything. Luckily I managed to keep hold of it, and I've put it all back in. It's all as it should be, and it's perfect. I'm a happy man. So there you go, job done. So if you liked this video, click the thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. It's John Martin UK. It's on one or the other. I can't remember what channel I'm going to put this on now. I might put it on both. There you go. So the same video will be on both channels, because I don't do many DIY ones, but when I get a problem now, I will start filming problems that have to be fixed. This window was manufactured luckily at a factory in Eastbourne. So luckily I managed to get the part, the gear bit, the rail bit, window lock. It was replaced free of charge. I didn't have to pay any money, but I would imagine that would have cost probably around £50 odd to get it, and then obviously whatever someone would charge. It's taken me about half an hour to an hour to do that. It was a bit fiddly getting the gear bit at the bottom. You had to adjust it, you had to slide it out a bit before you screwed it in. And the original screws from the old rail, the holes are in different positions, so it's a completely different lock. And all these rail bits, they're not, the holes are in different positions, but at least it all works. It's doing the job. I'm happy. So if you like this, as I said, click the thumbs up, subscribe button, Johnny Vlogger UK or John Martin UK, and I'll see you in the next video.